Today on Exponential Africa, we are lucky enough to have John Hagel with us. John is the Singularity University Faculty for Corporate Innovation with almost 3 decades of experience. John, for the last 12 years, has been the co-chairman of the Center for the Edge, a Deloitte-based research company. John, thanks so much for joining us on the show.
Pleasure, thank you.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about your role at Singularity University as a faculty on corporate innovation?
Sure. My focus at Singularity is, as you know, they focus very much on the exponential technologies that are changing the world. But usually the question comes up, okay, so now what do we do about it? And that's where I come in. I'm not a technologist, but I've had a lot of experience in helping companies adapt to the changes that are occurring.
With all this tech that's coming out now, aren't there these big fears that a lot of people are going to be losing their jobs? What is the future of work? What are people going to do?
Yeah. No, it's a huge issue. Everybody's talking about future of work, and I think there is a lot of fear because there's a sense that in a world of scalable efficiency, institutions are going to use this technology to eliminate people and reduce jobs over time. Our belief is there's an untapped opportunity here because the work that people are doing today is generally work that machines should be doing anyway, routine tasks, tightly specified. Why are humans doing that? Let's focus people on addressing unseen problems and opportunities to create more value. That's going to create value for the institution, and it'll be much more rewarding for the individual.
So tell me, what is all this about scalable efficiency and why it doesn't work anymore?
Scalable efficiency is the way that most institutions operate, which is the belief that the way to create value and succeed is to become more and more efficient at scale. And our belief is while that led to huge success and value in the past, in this exponential world, it's becoming less and less effective, and there's a need to shift.
You most recently authored this book called The Power of Pull.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us a little bit more about the book and the principal idea behind the book?
Sure. The book was really driven by our belief that there is what we call a big shift occurring in the global economy that's transforming everything. And one of the ways, there are many ways to describe the big shift, but one way is we're moving from a world of push to a world of pull. In the traditional approach, it was you develop a forecast or prediction of demand and you push all the right people and the resources to the right place at the right time to meet that demand. Our belief is in a world that's more rapidly changing and uncertain, what we need is to find ways to draw out people and resources when we need them and where we need them, rather than having them all pushed into place ahead of time. And that requires participating in platforms at scale, and that's a very different way of managing a business.
Amazing. Well, it's quite a different take on everything. I mean, it feels like it's the right direction we all need to be looking in. And I mean, you also talk about this idea of zooming in and zooming out and being able to innovate on the edges. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about that philosophy?
Yeah, it's, again, I think there's a natural reaction in a more rapidly changing world to fall into a reactive approach. You just want to sense and respond as quickly as you can to whatever's happening. The paradox is the more uncertain the world becomes, we believe the more important it is to zoom out and have a sense of direction. What is that big future opportunity that we could be going for? And I'm talking 10 to 20 years, not 5 years or 3 years. 10 to 20 years, what's that big opportunity that could focus us and give us a way to prioritize? And then let's zoom in and identify the 2 or 3 initiatives, no more, that we could pursue in the next 6 to 12 months that would accelerate our movement. It's to find a part of the institution that today is very modest, very minor, but if you understand the long-term forces that are reshaping the global economy, that edge has the potential to scale very quickly to the point where it could become the new core of your institution, not just a diversification or an innovation initiative, but will be the new core. Drive the transformation through that edge as it scales, rather than trying to transform the existing core.
That's such valuable insights for people in South Africa and Africa, so thank you so much for that. Yeah.
Wow.
But thanks so much, we've run out of time. If you want to know more about John, make sure to look him up online. He has got a new book coming out called
from pressure to passion.
Thanks so much for being on the show, and if you enjoyed this Exponential Africa episode, make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.